Ice cream, vacations, long walks on the beach. I hate all that shit. What gonna prove me wrong? Summer edition.
Summer is the worst season, prove me wrong.
Well, I would say summer is the season where everyone's the happiest. During the summer, everyone gets to come outside.
Everybody's shirt turns into a Rorschach test.
But during the summer, when everyone's sweaty and gross, everyone's sweaty and gross. We're all equal during the summer.
So you're making a Marxist argument for BO during summer.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, sorry. This is the free world. The top 1% should not have BO.
How do you smell?
Go ahead, smell me. I dare you. Smell this shit right now.
You smell like me. See, we're the same.
That's not a compliment. Pools are better than oceans, prove me wrong.
Pools are stinky. They have nasty people that go in there. They just get in with their funky bodies and their sweaty cells and just plop up in there.
Yeah, you think people don't pee and poop in the ocean?
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not just people, by the way. You think whales are coming on land to take a shit?
Yeah, if they want to.
No, they're not. They're shitting in the ocean, okay? It's whales, it's jellyfish, it's seals, it's octopus, it's every thing in there just shitting into your mouth. Oceans are just pools that are trying to kill you. You have any shark sightings have been here this last week? There's 5.
Like, did you see the shark?
No.
Interesting, interesting.
Oh, so your argument is I didn't see the shark, so therefore the ocean is safe? So good luck out there.
I've never seen a shark at the beach
And
myself.
So what, you're a shark denier?
Can't get food from pools either. There's no fish in pools. But in the ocean, I'd be sustaining myself.
Yeah.
Fresh coconuts, fresh fish.
You can't eat anything near the ocean. The sand gets in it.
Protein.
Put your money where your mouth is. This is food.
All right.
This is your food on the beach.
Do it. That good enough for you?
Okay, I got some bad news for you. There's no protein in sand. Get the f out of here.
Thanks for the fries. Thanks, bro.
Pigeons are better than seagulls, prove me wrong.
Pigeons are literal like rats with wings. Genetically, they used to be white, but then out of like Darwinism and like after all these years, they actually turned black to adapt to like certain environments, and they're so gross.
Why do you have to make this racial?
It's
I'm
not
talking about
racial.
pigeons versus seagulls, not why are
It's
pigeons black.
scientific.
How much InfoWars do you watch?
No, but it's like just over time, like they start they used to be white, but genetically over time they like.
People have been cancelled for less than that. Popsicles are gross, prove me wrong.
Why are popsicles gross?
I don't need to watch someone fillet a dessert. Eating ice cream is gross enough, but at least you can't deep throat it.
I'm sorry, it prepares you for life. That's a lot of work. And there's lots of instances where you have to do things similarly to eating a popsicle.
Do you work in show business?
No, but popsicles are good, man. You got all different kinds of flavors.
Like what?
50-50 bars. You got an original popsicle, you got bomb pops.
None of those are flavors.
Okay, so you tell me what flavor that is.
This is grape, and I actually really love grape. Everybody hates on it, but it's so good.
Grapes don't taste like that in real life.
Okay, the guy who created the flavor grape clearly has never had a grape before. Yeah, see? No, that's... You ate it like a pelican. You didn't even chew it. How did you do that? It's sticking to your beard now. Oh.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, see, that's... No, man. Popsicles aren't gross. You are gross.
What's wrong? What you got against popsicles?
They're messy. They make my hands sticky.
Why? You don't eat it fast enough?
Yeah.
Can't put it in your mouth fast enough?
No, why don't you demonstrate right now?
Ugh, yeah. Okay, that's very experienced.
Look, no mess. Look at no mess. You even still have my lip gloss on.
Okay, you know what? That was actually, as much as I want to hate on that, that was actually pretty impressive. I feel like you actually did prove me wrong. So you know what?
Good? What's happening?
All right.
Is that what I win?
You get to wear the golden thong. You have now earned the right to take my place.
No, I'm good.
Behind the prove me
I'm
wrong.
wearing my own thong.
No, you've clearly proven
that-
me wrong.
that golden
That's what
thong
happens
is-
when you prove me wrong.
No, no,
you
it's
have to
okay.
take over. No, you gotta take my place now.
no.
It's like Highlander.
No, thong
You're
is-
right. Now take my spot.
Much of the United States has been suffering through a heat wave. And if you've been stuck in it, please don't forget to drink water, stay inside, and check in on your elderly neighbors, because they might have air conditioners you can steal. But If you've been hoping to cool down at the beach or at the pool, you might be out of luck.
As summer heats up, some families are cooling down in the water at their own risk. A major lifeguard shortage is leaving many beaches unguarded and pools understaffed, forcing some to close. The American Lifeguard Association estimating 1/3 of the nation's public pools are impacted. The shortage is caused by a wave of factors. Young people have plenty of other job options to choose from, and training courses were canceled during the pandemic. Some pools looking to pull in new lifeguards by upping salaries. Six Flags St. Louis is offering $18 an hour to lifeguards, plus a $500 bonus.
Oh, pools are closed for the summer? I'm gonna have nowhere to pee. But yeah, pools and beaches are in big trouble because nobody wants to be a lifeguard right now, which is surprising to me. I mean, you'd think every teenager would want this job. I mean, you get to work on your tan, it's a relaxed dress code, and you get to make out with all those drowning people. You know, if you ask me, Americans are too soft. Yeah, I saw the story and I was like, Americans are too soft. You won't swim because there's no lifeguard? Man, if you told an African parent that you won't swim without a lifeguard, they'd be like, do you know who is your lifeguard? Jesus. Don't forget that. Don't ever forget that. But this is a major problem, especially for pools that have to shut down because they can't find lifeguards. Luckily, Leo Devlin has a solution for you.
Are your beaches and pools closed for the summer because of a lifeguard shortage? You just want to swim, but ain't nobody want to save your ass from a shark. Well, break out that swimsuit thong, because summer is back on. Introducing Leo Devlin Substitute Lifeguard. It's a cardboard cutout of me that you can put up on the lifeguard chair. Guaranteed to look real enough for the safety inspector as he's driving by. So now you can get back to doing what you love, peeing in the pool. Choose your lifeguard type from multiple Leo Devlin models. We have Mr. Nice Guy, the Whistleblower, and of course, I done told your ass that if you start to drown, don't worry. All our lifeguards come with a built-in speaker that's got you covered. Someone else saved that dude, I just ate. So save your summer with the Leo Devlin Substitute Lifeguard. It ain't but $85. You can get that from your mama. Oh!
Exit 120 by the fairgrounds. Next to Foot Locker.
Public swimming pools. They're how we drink pee from strangers. But chances are you've never been to a public swimming pool, which is too bad because America used to be full of them. But guess what came along and took them all away? That's right, racism. See, after World War I, public swimming pools became very popular. Cities across the country started building them. And these weren't just any pools. They had sand, grassy lawns, some were even bigger than football fields and could hold 10,000 people. Which I guess was supposed to be like a giant pool party, but that many people sharing the water just sounds nasty. What's up, y'all? This is DJ E. Cola! But back in the 1930s, people loved it. Going to the pool was as popular as going to the movies, which isn't saying much because movies back then sucked. Every movie was about a man's struggle to grow a full mustache. So America hung out at the public pool instead. Unfortunately, Black people weren't allowed into this national pool party. Cities didn't build pools in Black neighborhoods, and white people didn't want us in their neighborhood pools. Partially they were concerned about Black men intermingling with white women in such a sexual atmosphere. I mean, I know, it might sound ridiculous to think of a public pool as a sexual atmosphere, but this was the 1920s. They were seeing knees for the first time. I'm talking the top, the bottom, that little knuckle part in the middle, the whole circle. Whew. Have you seen knees? Hot. So lots of communities banned Black people from swimming in white pools. And in some cities, like Pittsburgh, the police just let white swimmers literally beat black swimmers out of the water. At one pool in St. Louis, white people got so violent beating black people that they eventually closed the whole pool for good. Imagine being so racist that you get your own pool shut down. Just sweating your balls off like, well, at least that black kid can't swim either. Ha 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 ha. Oh, someone called a hospital. I think I got the heat stroke. But all that changed with the civil rights movement. You know how activists desegregated diners with sit-ins? Well, they also desegregated public pools with wade-ins and dive-ins. Although if you had just eaten, it was a wait 20 minutes in. And all this activism really pissed off the racists. Protesters got arrested, beaten, and one hotel owner even dumped acid into his pool to get protesters out. Look at this piece of shit in this ugly ass suit. Although back then waists had to be that high because men kept all their racism in their gut. Unfortunately for the racists, the civil rights movement secured passage of the Civil Rights Act and public pools were ordered to be desegregated. But since racist white people were no longer allowed to fight, they chose flight into the private swim club. Since the Civil Rights Act didn't apply to private membership clubs, white people could make their pools members only and make sure their members were as white as a bar of soap at a Kid Rock concert. I'm just kidding. There's no soap at Kid Rock concerts. From the 1950s until today, cities shut down their public pools while private swim clubs and backyard pools popped up all over the United States, mostly in white suburbs. The legacy of this racism is the reason you can't walk through a suburb in the summertime without hearing 10 kids looking for some fool named Marco. It's been 700 years. Marco been dead. And it's this legacy that has shaped the disparities around race and swimming today. Because of a lack of places to swim, black people don't swim as much, and that means that black children are at a higher risk of drowning. But losing all these public pools hurt everybody else too. We could all be spending the whole summer at the pool, but because of racism, the only public place we can go to cool off is the library. And nobody wants to see a Speedo in the periodicals room, which is why I say, let's bring public pools back, America. Let's rebuild all those big ass pools, but this time with equal access for all. Then we can all swim together in peace and harmony and rub sunscreen on each other's knees.
It's summertime, that wonderful time of the year when the sun is out. Kids are playing and I sweat so much my shirt turns into a map of the Middle East. My nipple is the Gaza Strip. You don't want to go anywhere near it. And on the hottest days, you have a few options. You can hydrate, you can stay indoors, or you could always go to the beach, but only if you want to die.
Sharks, summertime, close encounters. Scares just feet from shore.
In South Carolina, a shark in knee-deep water just feet away from swimmers. And in New Jersey, a 16-foot great white feasting on a bag of bait before swimming away.
This year, Hawaii has already seen twice as many attacks as they did all of last year. And just last week, this great white was tracked near New York's Long Island.
When a white shark bites a person, it is a mistake because it thinks that that person is a seal.
Wait a minute. So if a white shark's biting you, it's a mistake. But if a black shark gets caught with just a little bit of weed, it goes to jail for life? That doesn't seem fair. And also, what do you mean if I get bitten, it's because I look like a seal? So now I'm getting eaten and body shamed. Talk about adding insult to injury. And if you're thinking, no problem, I'll just stay in the shallow water where it's safe, well, good luck, sucker.
There are new concerns about rare but potentially deadly flesh-eating bacteria found in warm waters.
Potentially deadly bacteria can enter the body through a cut or a scrape. According to the CDC, the bacteria causes 80,000 illnesses and 100 deaths in the U.S. every year.
Just pay attention. Don't be afraid of the ocean, but be aware of what's going on.
Be aware? It's bacteria. What am I supposed to do? Snorkel with a microscope? At least with a shark, I can hear the fin and the Jaws music. I can see the fin. But flesh-eating bacteria is a silent killer, like Jason. It's what I've always respected about him. He's in it for the stabbing, not the chit-chat. Also, what's with these bacteria? They never eat the flesh that I don't want. How about instead of my leg, why don't you guys take a nibble on my love handles? That way you still get to eat, and I don't look like a seal. So it's dangerous in the water. It's dangerous close to the water. And you think you're safe way up on the beach? You better duck.
A warning about a surprising summer danger. Beach umbrellas flying through the air, seriously injuring beachgoers.
In Ocean City, Maryland in 2015, a bystander filming as the wind picks up these umbrellas and turns them into projectiles. The video's wild and the situation's incredibly dangerous.
Over the last 10 years, there have been reports of over 32,000 injuries related to umbrellas across the country.
Did you see that? It's an umbrella uprising. We always thought it was going to be the robots. We never suspected the umbrellas. And who can blame them for organizing? We treat them like shit. They only get pulled out in the extreme heat of the rain. We're never like, oh, it's a beautiful day. My umbrella deserves a walk. But on the plus side, if you survive an umbrella impaling, at least you'll never need to buy sunscreen again. So whether it's sharks or bacteria or umbrellas, everything on the beach wants you dead. But don't worry, kids. You can just simulate the experience at home. Just turn off your air conditioning. Stand in the tub with a pina colada and shove a fistful of sand up your ass. Happy summer, everybody. Trevor?